Good morning, everyone, and this is Terry, and this is another edition of An Orchid a Day. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm just going to do a quick little I'm going to just look at my Ecuagenera, look at how they're doing so far really quickly. I'll start off with these right here that I've had to move in and out because of the heat that we had right after I got them. This is Gongora quinquenervis, which is a fragrant species orchid. Gongoras are in the Stanhopea family. Anyway, the next one here is also a Stanhopea Alliance Phalaenopsis, Doug Kennedy, which is a cross between a Phalaenopsis, which is a miniature type Stanhopea, and a Stanhopea. And these both are planted in straight sphagnum, and you can see there is a new growth coming out, which actually, you know, it could be either a growth or I'll just call it a growth. So that's very promising. So soon, that's new. Other thing that I got, if I don't trip, is hanging out over here. This is my Fraggona, and I don't know if I'll leave it out here all summer. It's just sitting out here in shade. These probably need a little bit more moisture, but it is planted in, or not planted, it is potted up in a mixture of bark, charcoal, sphagnum. Might actually be that Phalaenopsis mix that I had got. Okay, what else? Let's see. Here's one right here that I had inside, and I brought it back out because we were getting some rains. It also suffered a little bit from the heat, but I think I may have saved it. The canes still seem to be firm, still somewhat erect, although the leaves are, you know, suffering the effects of the heat. Although it is very cool this morning. This is my Ecuagenera, which is cristatum. So fingers crossed on that one. That is a bucket list plant that I will always have to have. So let's hope that survives for me. And that's stuck in here. In fact, I just walked right past it. That's my Ranifera, my old one right there. Yeah, what a shame. Okay, let's keep on moving, Ecuagenera. Let's see here if I can remember. All right, over here, this is my two Prostechia Sceptres that I got, and I potted them up in, looks like just bark and sphagnum. I can't remember really. People had asked me why I didn't soak them before potting them up, and pretty much I didn't do that because they were more healthy, they had more roots, they seemed a little bit more, they were already fairly healthy. They did not need hydrated. I just really wanted to get them in the pot. They had much more roots than they usually do. That's a simple question. And they're sitting over here under the shade. It does get a fair amount of sun filtered through here in the afternoon, which is pretty warm. We have had heat, and I do have two. I might as well mention the other while I am talking about the one. So this is how it is, and it is still surviving. Here's the other one over here, and this one actually has put up some new growths. So fingers crossed on those. Let me see if there's anything over here. See, I'm having trouble remembering, to be quite frank. But I think that I'm pointing out the ones that are just more important, I guess. And this is one, obviously, that's important. This is my the reason for the order. Well, not the reason, but one of the main reasons. And this is my Cattleya irricolor, which is a very fragrant species. And it has 3 sheaths that came with the plant, and numerous growths, previously bloomed, obviously bloom sized. I potted it up in that big pot there. And let me go around to the other side and show you what it looks like. So here's the pot. There are the sheaths, and you can see at the base, it's putting out roots from all sides. All pseudobulbs. So that leads me to believe that there's a great potential that I may see blooms, or we may see blooms, out of some of these sheaths, which would be quite the treat. Okay, what else? I know there's a Latouria that's inside that I need to show you, and maybe that's it, because I didn't order too much. This is another one that I ordered right here. I believe this is my Phalaenopsis. Did I? Yes. Phalaenopsis pulchra, Ecuagenera. And I actually have this outside. Not sure why, but it is in cocoa husk, because I ran out of the foul mix. And I haven't really lost the spikes. Looks like there may be another leaf coming up there, I'm not sure. That spike looks like it's aborted, but they can also bloom, rebloom from, as long as they're green. I moved it under here because it was getting a little, you can see that, sun. And right next to it is another Ecuagenera that I mounted that you saw me just tie on. Actually, I zip tied it onto an existing mount that actually had the same plant. This is Epicompressum. And Epicompressum. And so far, besides some obvious browning of leaves that I've already pulled off of the plant, it seems to still be growing. It's upright. And today I noticed that as I was getting ready for this video, which is a bloom spike that you can see right there. So that's very exciting. That was not there. Well, I didn't notice it there, but anywho, what else? Was there I showed the Stanhope. Okay, so let me just walk in here and in the video. On the last thing that I kept in the greenhouse, or the last thing that I can remember. Oh, it smells so good in here, folks. And there's really nothing in here but fowls and paths. But the last thing, I just walked right past it, is this. And this is my forbesii, Dendrobium forbesii, which I don't know where the tag is, but that's what it is. And this is my favorite, not my favorite. It is really a lovely Latouria Dendrobium. It gets white, very glistening, heavily substanced, long-lasting, honey-scented flowers. And it's just lovely. A little bit more finicky, not finicky. Well, yeah, finicky in the way, meaning that they like a balance of constant moisture, as well as, you know, more on the cooler side of cooler side of heat, meaning more intermediate, and rather than full on heat. So that is Den forbesii, and I know that I passed another in here, and that would be the last one. Now, if I can remember in my old age, So I'm gonna close that to get a little more humidity in here and try to figure out what I just remembered. Okay, now let me start over and maybe I'll remember what it is. And I know, see, I'm all there. It is hanging out over here. Yes, folks, it's my Denrotus dictum right here. And I would put that in the same category as that forbesii. They come from more mountainous or hilly elevations, and they prefer a little bit cooler, but they like moisture at the roots. So I have this on a kulog. This is Denrotus dictum. I believe I said that. Another Laturia. Very heavily used in hybridization. And that's what I got. I think this is one that I just put on the kulog. I'm sure. If not, it was from a previous Ecuagenera. Ecuagenera nonetheless. So anyway, folks, thanks for watching. And enjoy your orchids. Bye.